Thanks for joining us. We begin with breaking news. A turquoise alert has been issued tonight for a missing 6-year-old who officials think is somewhere in the Phoenix area. Police say she's with her mom, and the pair fled Hawaii amid a custody investigation.
So this marks the first time a turquoise alert has ever been issued in our state. 12 News journalist Bianca Bono live at Sky Harbor with more details on this specific case and this new alert system. What do you have, Bianca?
Yeah, the turquoise alert system was just launched less than 2 weeks ago, and now we're already seeing it used. An emergency alert activated for this 6-year-old girl, Violet Coltis, who officials believe was last seen at Sky Harbor on July 12th around 10 o'clock at night with her mother, 48-year-old Sarah Coltis. Hawaii Island police say the mother was wanted for questioning in a custodial interference investigation and believe she then fled Hawaii with her daughter Violet, now wanted for an outstanding arrest warrant. Police in Hawaii say they've received credible information that they are now here in the Phoenix area. Violet is Caucasian, 3'10" and 43 pounds, with blonde hair and hazel eyes. Her mother is 5'11", 160 pounds, with straight brown hair. If you see them, call 911. This is the first time Arizona's brand new turquoise alert system has been used. It's also called Emily's Law, named after Emily Pike, who went missing earlier this year and was found murdered. It was inspired by her case and the growing problem of missing and murdered Indigenous people, though the turquoise alert system applies to everyone, regardless of ethnicity. It has a separate set of criteria than an Amber Alert, which are specifically for children who have been abducted, and when a custody dispute is not the sole reason for the alert. In this case, officials say Violet met the criteria for the turquoise alert. She's under the age of 65, she is not a runaway, and they believe she may be in danger or in the company of a dangerous person. Again, Emily's Law just took effect on July 10th, 2 days before that 6-year-old girl was spotted right here at Sky Harbor. If you have any information about this case or you believe you saw that mother and her daughter, you are urged to call 911. We're live at Sky Harbor tonight. Bianca Bono, 12 News.
So is the only difference between an Amber Alert and this turquoise alert is that there was a custodial element to this. On the Amber Alert, it's somebody who could be a complete stranger who grabs a child. But with this turquoise, it could be an estranged father or somebody else in the family who has a kid.
That's exactly right. There's essentially a set of criteria when it comes to an Amber Alert. All 5 of those criteria have to be met to qualify for an Amber Alert. This turquoise alert system is a bit broader, which is why it applies to this case and will hopefully help, obviously, the 6-year-old girl and many more people to come in the future.
Hopefully they can find her. All right, Bianca, thanks.
Thank you, Bianca. The man convicted of kidnapping a state representative some 15 years ago is now accused of murder.
12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra is in studio with new details of this brutal attack. And this guy allegedly has a long history of violence, Gabby.
That's right, Mark. Troy. According to court records, the style of these attacks are very similar. Hilliard Scott is accused of tying up and assaulting his victims, and in this most recent case, the man died.
I can't understand, from my point of view, what makes a person think like that or what makes a person act like that.
This is the late Arizona Representative Frank Pratt speaking with 12 News in 2010 after he was attacked at his pool business in Casa Grande on Christmas Day. The attacker left Pratt with a broken nose and bruising. Hilliard Scott later pleaded guilty to kidnapping the lawmaker and was sentenced to 15 years in prison. Last Saturday, Scott was arrested again, this time on a murder charge. According to court records obtained by 12 News, Scott allegedly attacked a man and left him in the bathtub of an apartment near 12th Street and Campbell Avenue. Officers noted the man appeared to have been tied up and bound with tape around his face. He died in the apartment that's now boarded up.
People came yesterday and cleaned that apartment up, but I talked to somebody who told me what they did to him, and it was pretty bad.
Neighbors tell me this complex in the past has sometimes attracted violence.
I remember that incident, yeah. It just shows that we need real oversight. We need to take care of these people, and obviously that'll take care of communities.
Scott had a list of disciplinary infractions from his time in the Arizona Department of Corrections custody, including a conviction of aggravated assault on a corrections officer. During the most recent case, records reveal Scott had a felony warrant for arrest for a parole violation. He was admitted back into the DOC on Monday with a new release date in 2027. And Phoenix police have not yet identified the victim in this most recent case. In studio, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
Gabby, thank you. New details tonight on a hot air balloon crash in Eloy that killed 4 people in January of last year. The NTSB saying pilot error was the cause of that balloon falling out of the sky. In its final report, the agency says the pilot, 37-year-old Cornelius Vanderwalt, pulled a rapid release valve that opened a hole on the top of the balloon, letting it deflate quickly. All the hot air came out of it. The report says that valve is only supposed to be used when you're about 6 feet off the ground. Vanderwalt and 3 passengers all killed in that crash, and a 4th person was seriously injured.
Also new tonight, Tempe police have arrested a man they say broke into at least 4 businesses and stole from the cash registers. Officers say Jose Perez Robledo was seen on surveillance video using a rock to break into each business. He was then seen taking cash from the registers. He's been booked on 4 charges of burglary, and police say he may be connected to even more crimes.
It's the end of an era for our state's biggest newspaper. The Arizona Republic will no longer print their daily paper here in Arizona, and they're laying off more than 100 people.
12 News journalist Chase Golightly is here with details. And Chase, you spoke to a longtime reader of the Republic and also someone who has ties to that paper.
Mark Troy, that's right. He was actually a paper boy for the Arizona Republic years ago, back in the 60s. Now he's worried the paper itself will one day go away.
You would beg your parents and see if they'd let you get a paper route.
At 12 years old, William Bruno would get up every morning at 2 a.m. to deliver the newspaper.
My route was the Phoenix Gazette 6 days a week, and then Sunday morning, everybody delivered the Arizona Republic.
Tossing more than 100 papers a day on his specialized Schwinn bicycle that was made just for paper boys.
It was fun.
A pretty good gig for a teen growing up in Phoenix back in the 60s.
I mean, that was enough to buy models of battleships and cars, which that plus candy, that's where it all went. I mean, I didn't save a penny.
Teaching him skills that he still uses.
That paperboy experience was really good for me, and later on when I kind of got into a business where I had to do some sales, I wasn't shy.
The paper still remains near and dear to Bruno's heart.
And I can remember the smell of those presses and stuff as we'd pick up our newspapers.
He still gets the Sunday edition of the Arizona Republic. So when he learned the Republic's parent company, Gannett Publishing, announced it would be laying off 117 workers and closing its only remaining printing facility in Phoenix,
I was sorry to hear that. Those people, I'll bet some of them worked there a long time too.
officials with the company said they will now print their papers in Las Vegas and transport them here. The Arizona Republic reports it was done to cut costs. According to annual reports, circulation numbers for the Arizona Republic have dropped for the past 3 years. In a statement to 12 News, the chief communications and brand officer wrote in part, "Where our newspaper is printed does not impact our ability to deliver outstanding journalism. The Arizona Republic will continue to provide readers with quality, local content that matters most to them." Bruno now worried what will happen next.
I hate to see the print going away. I hope there's a way they can figure it out.
The Arizona Republic will still be printed here in Phoenix until October, when that facility will be shut down. We did ask the company for an interview to talk about this whole situation, but they declined. We're live in the studio. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
Chase, thanks. It really is the end of an era. New details tonight in a 2021 cold case. Police now say the murder of a Valley mother was targeted. 34-year-old Alicia Bellotti, also known as Alicia Hale, was found shot to death in the desert near I-10 and Baseline. Police have released new photos of Alicia and the dress she was last seen wearing. New footage also shows Alicia with an unidentified man. If you have any information tied to this case, call Silent Witness at 480-WITNESS. You can remain anonymous.
A man who stole $250,000 worth of art from a Scottsdale gallery will spend 5 years in prison. His name is Harpreet Singh, and he was sentenced today. It was January of last year. An employee of the American Fine Art Gallery came in and noticed that several pieces of art were missing from the walls. Officers then found Singh on the roof with that art. You can see the picture here, a mask, gloves, and several tools. In addition to his 5 years, Singh was also given 3.5 years of supervised probation for cutting off his ankle monitor.
Keeping you in the loop on all things happening in the West Valley, a brand new high school is getting set to welcome its first class. Construction began last year on Goodyear High School. The new state-of-the-art campus will open its doors to nearly 400 students August 4th. Jason Lynn is the principal, and it was there every step of the way. He says that everything was done with students in mind.
Our team here loves doing it. They love being here. We work together great. So we have a lot of fun. There's some stressful moments for sure, but everything at the end of the day is for this community, for the kids, and we're ready to rock.
While the majority of the school is complete, a few finishing touches are still being put in place.